What is going on, y'all? This is Pay Me in Dividends, and today is March 26th, 2025. Now, first off, let's take a look at the portfolio. So the portfolio has gone up over the past few days. The market has been going up. My holdings have not changed. I still have 1,000 shares of MSTY, 535 shares of QQQI, and 532 shares of XDTE. Now, Roundhill and YieldMax put out some, distribution announcements, and here they are. You guys let me know in the comments. What do you think about this? XDTE about 21 cents per share, QDTE about 23 cents per share, RDTE 19 cents per share, and YBTC 32 cents per share. And then we're going to move over here to YieldMax. Now, as far as YieldMax goes, of course, I only have MSTY, MSTY, but if you guys are wondering, these are the distributions, so you can see them here on the screen. Now, you guys check these out, right? RDTY, QDTY, SDTY, these are all weekly paying income ETFs based off of the indexes, right? You have SDTY, which is, the S&P, QDTY based off of the NASDAQ, and it looks like what they're trying to do is compete with the Roundhill weekly indexed. Now, YieldMax, in my opinion, there's some utility here. I do like MSTY. I still like NVIDIA, the NVIDIA, option income ETF, MVDY, even though I sold my shares. But besides those two, I'm not really a fan of many of these, to be honest. And here's why, right? So if we look at XDTE, it's recovered with the market. SDTY, let's see what it's done the past couple days. So it looks like it's recovered a bit as well. Not as much as the Roundhill, but the Roundhill one has been out for much longer. It's been out about a year now, a little over a year now. So we have a little more data to work with. And one thing I really like about XDTE, if we go over here to dividendchannel.com and we compare it to the S&P, again, we have about a year worth of data, and it's actually outperformed SPY even without the dividends reinvested. All right, so I really like XDTE. They pay on a weekly basis. You're not going to get much share appreciation, if any, but you are going to get that weekly income. And when you account for the dividends, they actually keep up with the S&P. So again, I guess we'll see with time how these YieldMax weekly ETFs keep up compared to these Roundhill ones. But I'm going to ride out with XDTE. Again, we have more data to work with. And I like the payments. You guys let me know in the comments, what do you think about these? All right, now let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been doing its thing. It's up about 3.5% over the past 5 days. All right, and if we look at MSTY, we can see MSTY is up about 10% over the past 5 days, about 11% over the past month. And if you guys know, I talk about MicroStrategy, pretty often on this channel. And, MSTY moves with MicroStrategy. It moves with Bitcoin. There's a heavy correlation there, although MSTY is not directly invested into, MicroStrategy. But there is that correlation there. And you're also receiving that dividend income. So I really like MSTY. That's the reason why I still have my shares of MSTY, and they've been doing what they're supposed to do. So I really like MSTY. I thought about possibly turning on drip, right? Let's go back to my portfolio. So I have QQQI and XDTE on drip, and my whole thesis on this is because they're indexed, and I plan on holding these long term, somewhat long term, especially QQQI, and I'm going to show you why I like QQQI here in a moment. But I've thought about turning the drip on MSTY, but I'm going to hold off on that. I'm just going to hold on to my 1,000 shares, and I'm going to use these dividends from MSTY to feed these two indexed positions, right? The NASDAQ, QQQI, and then the S&P XDTE. So we will see how that, how that plays out moving forward. But I like the upward movement of my portfolio. Just last week, I was under 70,000, so now we're back above 70,000, closer to 75,000, and so we'll see how things play out moving forward. QQQI also, if you guys are not familiar with this is from NEOS. They also have SPY, which is based off of the S&P 500. This one pays a slightly higher yield, and they also announced a dividend payment that'll be paid out this Friday on the 28th, and it's at 58 cents per share. So again, very, very consistent, a bit lower than the last two previous months, but not much of a variation there. So I really, really like QQQI, and I want to show you guys this chart. All right, so if we go here and we look at QQQI and we compare it to the NASDAQ, we can see that it has actually outperformed the NASDAQ, with dividends reinvested and without dividends reinvested. And this is why I really, really like this ETF. And you can see here that, since January of 2024 up until now, the share price has actually gone up as well. Granted, only $1, but again, this is an income ETF. So, in my opinion, as long as it's trading sideways and not moving too much while still paying those dividends, I think it's a good ETF. Now, I want to look at SPY, right? This is from NEOS as well. This is the S&P version of it. And if we compare it to the S&P, we can see that SPY has outperformed with and without dividends reinvested, and I still like SPY. I think there's still utility there. You can see the share price has not moved much since 2022, which is a good thing for these income ETFs, right? They're paying you out monthly dividends, 12 to 14%. So I think either one is good, but I chose to go with QQQI, right? So that is that. On this video, you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about these ETFs? What do you guys think about these round hill distributions for the week, these yield max ones as well? Are you guys invested into any of these? Are you guys going to get paid from any of these this Friday? And then the last thing I want to show you guys is the dividend income. Once Friday comes, all of my income will hit my brokerage account, and this will be the total $21.70. Now, if you guys watch my previous videos, you know that in January and February I made over $4,000 each month in dividend income. This month is about cut in half. Now, the reason for that is because I made some portfolio changes. I sold out of AIPI, I sold out of NVIDIA, and I tried to just consolidate my portfolio to just 3 ETFs, NASDAQ, S&P, and then my heavy hitter, MSTY. And so my dividend income will be cut in half, but moving forward, this should naturally go up. I'm also not using margin. I know some people may have something to say about that, but I decided to, pay off my margin and just go 100% equity. For now, I may tap into margin in the future again, but for now, I'm just all 100% equity. I don't want to deal with margin at this point right now. And, this is still good income. And basically what I'm doing with this is I'm reinvesting all of this income. And then I'm also, making my own contributions to the portfolio as well. So you guys let me know in the comments, how much do you expect to get paid for the month of March. You guys let me know. As always, I appreciate you stopping by the channel, and I will catch you in the next video.